Good morning. Welcome to Mornings with Michael. This is May 26th. So happy Friday to everyone. Let's get on to the news. Costco, COST, third quarter EPS 293 versus estimate 329. Ouch. A little low on EPS there. Deckers, DECK, fourth quarter EPS 346 versus estimate 267. Gap Stores, GPS, quarter one EPS 1 cent versus estimate loss of 16 cents. Hibbett Sports, HIBB, cuts full year 24 EPS view from to $7 to $7.75, from $9.50 to $10. RH, first quarter EPS 221 versus 209. Ulta Beauty, ULTA, first quarter EPS $6.88 versus estimate of $6.87. On to Energy, Industrials and Materials, Booz Allen, BAH, quarter four EPS $1 versus estimate of 95 cents. Pinnacle West, PNW, upgraded to neutral at Bank of America, an improving regulatory backdrop. Rio Tinto, upgraded to overweight from equal weight at Morgan Stanley. Financials, Fed lending to banks was essentially unchanged for the week ending Wednesday, with bank term funding balances edging higher and discount window borrowing edging lower. Healthcare, CVS files debt security shelf. Guardant Health, upgraded to buy from neutral. At Citicorp, Tilray, TLRY, announces $150 million convertible senior notes offering. Gilead Sciences, GILD, said CHMP adopts positive opinion to extend the use of remdesivir to treat COVID-19 in people with severe renal impairment, including those with dialysis. On to Technology, Media, and Telecom. Autodesk, ADSK, first quarter EPS at $1.55 versus estimate of $1.55 on revenues of $1.3 billion versus estimate of $1.268 billion. Domo, DOMO, first quarter EPS 17-cent loss versus estimate of 17-cent loss on revenues of $79.5 million versus estimate of $78.87 million. Lionsgate, LGF/B, fourth quarter EPS 42-cent loss versus estimate of 41-cent loss. Marvell Technologies, MRVL, quarter one EPS 31 cents versus 29 cents. Revenues fell 7% year over year. Workday, WDAY, first quarter EPS $1.31 versus estimate of $1.12. And Workday is doing quite well today. And that's all of our news. Let's go to the charts. First, we got the Russell. Russell looks like it's gapping up slightly today, up 0.11%. And the Dow is up as well, bouncing off the 200-day average, up 0.85%. Zero VIX is fallen down to its 10 and 20-day moving average, off 7.47%. And the S&P 500 is up 1.15%. And our NASDAQ is gyrating higher. Quite a breakout here. We had a gap up and another really strong move on the top of its range here. Looks like it may be getting a little bit extended, but we'll continue to watch it. Look like zero TNX or yields on the bonds. Interesting that the NASDAQ can continue to go up when the interest rates continue to surge, up another 0.6% today. The 20-year yield is falling 0.35. The 1 and 3-year yield is up as well, with the bond prices continuing to fall. Gold is popping up slightly. Let's take a look at the dollar. Dollar is remaining about flat, not much movement there. And silver is bouncing as well. And let's go over to our crypto. Crypto is, even though it's up 1.41, you can't really see much of it there. And Ethereum is up about 1%. Also not much movement here. Let's take a look at what ETFs are doing. Home construction remains under its moving average. Biotech is up slightly, not doing too much today. Energy remains down. Oil prices up 1%. We're pretty flat. Communications is bouncing off of its 10-day moving average. Not much movement here. Financials bouncing slightly, up 0.88%. And technology is, with NASDAQ being up, this is what you'd assume would be there. It's up quite a bit here. And our software is up big time as well. Take a look at and semiconductors, after yesterday's big move, continued today, also in pretty strong volume so far. Airlines not doing so much. So that's a look at our ETFs today. Let's see what's moving on the market. Supermicro computer continues to surge, up massive volume. My little handy chart here. Christian Networks continues to bounce off of its 50-day moving average, a pretty huge volume. Adobe in the software space looks like it's breaking out here. They don't have their earnings for another 20 days, but this is a pretty good sign here. Nutanix, enterprise cloud platform. Their earnings were up 100%. They continue strong, up a second day in a row. Looks like they've broken out of this minor consolidation here. Modine Manufacturing up large on a 10%, actually 18% earnings increase, up 11% today. Pretty strong volume. Also in the semiconductor space, ASML had a nice run yesterday into this little breakout zone, and now it's popping out of the breakout zone on, once again, pretty good volume. Their relative strength against the S&P 500, looking to get to new highs here. All categories looking good there. Palo Alto Networks, it's breaking out. Yeah, new high against the S&P 500, up 3.6% today. New Relic, also in security. Take a look at their group, breaking out today into this buy zone. Pretty huge volume the last 2-3 days. And finally, Synopsys Semiconductor Design Verification continues a strong move. Sure. We looked at Workday. They were in the news, but their earnings are up 58%, 16, almost 17% earnings surprise. They're gapping up today on huge volume, and once again, it's breaking out against the S&P 500. Ulta Beauty, which has been a strong leader, not so much today. Down about 12%, gapping down on the low of its down, can't really find any strength. Their earnings, largest volume since the base. Their earnings only came in at 7% increase. Hibbett, down about 9% today. Once again, huge volume. The earnings came in at negative 5%. Lantheus Holdings, it's showing some relative strength here. It's above the 50% of its down. It bounced off of its 50-day moving average. Pretty huge volume. We'll just continue to watch this. And Icon Enterprises continues to sell off. It's trying to find a bottom here, down another 2.4% today. For leader in the airlines, Ryanair, off a 1.2%, not too much there. BJ Wholesale, off of about 1% here. And finally, Amylyx Pharmaceuticals continues its downtrend, down another 4% on pretty huge volume. So that's our report for today. This has been Mornings with Michael for informational and educational purposes only. Hope everybody's Friday is great and welcome to the weekend. And we'll catch you next week. Hope you have a great weekend.